tell your own story. Obviously, you do your research to make sure that what you're talking about is relevant to the target audience and
Is
the
there a
audience
different?
of
Is there like
business.
a balance, Annie, between vulnerability and oversharing?
Yes. But I'm British. You're asking the wrong person. We're that much closer to feeling that we're oversharing. But you have to be obviously cognizant of what's appropriate, and you have to be cognizant of what is might make people feel uncomfortable. And you will have to be cognizant of what makes you uncomfortable. And this is something I'm always doing with my clients. When I'm telling them to tell a story, I say, never tell a story that makes you feel uncomfortable. If you don't want to tell that story, then don't tell it. Only tell the stories that you feel comfortable with. And you said it yourself earlier, read the room. You know when you can maybe crack a joke that's perhaps a little bit on the edge of risque, if you feel like that, but please be careful. Genuine vulnerability is incredibly engaging. And again, it mustn't be manipulative. But yes, I do believe you can overshare. And that can also happen if you're going for sort of like surface level manipulation as well.
For the ladies and gentlemen listening to this podcast, Annie, also worth mentioning that she led the U.S. State Department Scholarship Program in South Africa and delivered education projects in several townships in South Africa. How did working in education NGOs shape how you see businesses today?
I learned more about resourcefulness and resilience from those kids than I've learned anywhere else. They will show you 1,000 different ways to solve something, precisely because they have so little. And one of the best things you have in your toolkit as a business owner is resilience and resourcefulness. And that I will keep going. I will put one foot into front of the other. Those kids have got that down because they have to. So when I go forward, when I take what I've learned from them and I'm working with business owners, it's all about finding the stories that illustrate your resilience, and finding the stories that keep you going, because sometimes things get tough, as we know, especially for small business owners and solopreneurs. So yeah, they were my first business teachers in a way. And funnily enough, I did do entrepreneurial projects with them. That's where, before
You
I
did?
started doing this. Yes, and I was very proud of myself when I went into the classroom of 13-year-olds, and I sort of said, we're going to start an entrepreneurial project. And how many of you have ever tried to sell anything and have your own business? And I was expecting one or two hands, and I promise you, like 2/3 of them put their hand up, and I'm like, these 13-year-olds are already selling stuff because it's how they survive. So they're doing, the girls will be doing hair, doing and getting little bits of money. The boys would be going to the wholesalers and buying bags of chips and selling them outside the school at the end of the day. And this wasn't just for pocket money. This was for help their families survive. They were all little entrepreneurs already. So yeah, lots of lessons from them that help shape what I do today.